Happy Tuesday! Today we'll be talking about faithfulness, and to show us the sign for faithfulness, we have Marna.
Good morning, learners. The fruit of the Spirit that we are talking about today is faithfulness. The sign for faithfulness is faithfulness. Do you want to do it with me? Faithfulness.
Thank you, Marna, for helping us out with that one. Today our verse is from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. That's our verse. Over to you, Sammy.
Yes, thank you, Emma. So, faithfulness, that's what we're talking about today. It's a really big word. It's a really big concept, so we're going to break it down a little bit. We're just going to look at faith right now, that first part of faithfulness. So, the definition of faith is to have complete trust or confidence in someone or something. So, this can be in something really small. So, if I'm looking at my coffee cup and I say, I have faith that my coffee cup is going to hold my coffee this morning. And it did. It did not let me down. So that's putting your faith in something smaller. But we also talk about how we put our faith in God, and that's something way bigger than a coffee cup. But it's so cool because God gives us the tools to better understand this, especially in this verse that Emma just read for us. So she read, now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. So if we look at the first part of that, sure of what we hope for, what do we hope for? If you think way back to our other series, we talked about how God has a plan for each and every one of us, but also for humanity. He's going to redeem humanity, and someday he's going to come back and everything is going to be perfect again. So if you remember that, great. If you don't, there's a little brief intro to it again. But that's what we hope in. That's what we hope for, that God will put everything back to how it was supposed to be. So that's the first part of the verse. The second part is we're certain of what we do not see. I don't know about you, but when I'm praying to God, he doesn't just show up in front of me and like give me a hug and pat me on the back. That usually is not how it happens for me. I don't know about you. We usually can't see God, but we still believe in him and we still have faith in him, even if we can't see him. So that's another crucial part of faith. Even if you can't see or touch or feel the person or the thing that you're believing in, it still exists. So that's just a little intro to faith. It still might be a little bit confusing, but what's really, really cool is the best way to understand these fruits of the Spirit is to talk to God about them and to ask him to teach you about them. So first, we're going to do our question. Today, I just want you to think about how can I have faith in God today? Not even for your whole life, not even for this whole week, just today. Think about how can I put my faith in God today? So pause the video and ask yourself that question right now. Okay, thank you so much for taking the time to ask yourself that question. Now is the time when we can really step in and say, God, can you teach me about this? Can you teach me what this means and what this means in my life? So for our prayer today, I want you to ask God to teach you more about faith, to teach you more about faith in him, and teach you how to be faithful, because that's our fruit of the Spirit. So pause the video right now and talk to God for a little bit. Welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about faithfulness with us. We have one more fruit of the Spirit that we're going to talk about, so stay tuned for the grand finale. But for today, we're going to go over to Emma for our invitation.
All right, so today we have an activity to acknowledge Endangered Species Day. So first of all, an animal is endangered if they are at risk for extinction, which means they'll no longer exist. If you want to learn more about that, then I'll link a video below that does a great job of explaining endangered species. But a huge way that we can help is through awareness. So I invite you to complete an endangered species word search, and by doing that, you learn exactly which animals need extra attention and help. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Bye, guys.